What's going on, guys? So, update. Good stuff. I got a GoPro 8. Awesome. Santa Claus is good to me this year, aka my wife. Brought me a GoPro 8. So this is my first video on it, and hopefully I can do some good editing and make the video look a little better than normal. So, what are we going to talk about this video? Big update. I got the Gen 3 motor and got it all torn apart because I've noticed some issues, and I wanted to make sure that the person that I was going to sell it to got a good clean slate to start with. So just to show you what's going on without giving away too much. So I got the whole front cover off, and as you can see, the timing cover nicked part of the guide, and then also nicked it right here as well. So I got the guides in. I ordered it through Tasca, and Tasca had it on back order, the nationwide back order, for like 2 or 3 weeks. And I finally called them up and I asked them, I said, hey, you know, what's the release date for these parts? And they couldn't really give me a time. They had me on a wait list. So I found another Ford dealership in Georgetown, Texas, that had them, and they overnighted them to me. So that's what $70 looks like. So I'm gonna get those put on here pretty soon, and then get the motor all buttoned back up, get everything RTV'd, cleaned up, got the harness and everything. So make a long story short, the motor's for sale. So if you're interested, hit me up in either you know, tag me or send me a PM or DM or anything like that on my YouTube and everything like that. So, but anyways, the other main thing, the big thing, which is right here. I actually went that route. I know y'all know my truck, mainly my channel, from my black truck, but I decided this time around, at least in the beginning, I wanted to go the supercharged route. So I got an amazing deal from Ken and Oz Tuning on the supercharger kit, and I couldn't pass it up. So you're gonna see it as soon as I see it. I pretty much got all the tape off and everything, and I wanted to make sure that y'all saw it as I saw it. And I'm going to try to explain a little bit of what's going on in my decision for why I went this route. So here's the main box. I haven't even seen this yet, other than pictures on the internet. So, golly, this thing is packaged good. Oh, jeez. That thing is massive. That's what she said. And so, oh man, I can't wait. So my thought process behind this, before I unbox too much more stuff, is that I was debating on, a lot of people in the same shoes as me was debating on whether or not they'd get the Gen 5 Whipple or the VMP. And the VMP is more of a root style blower. So I was really intrigued by that, to try to keep a little bit of my capabilities with my truck to get the low end and stuff like that, because I didn't want to do a converter and that kind of jazz on this truck, at least not up front. So and also the other thing is that the 2018 and up fuel pumps on the trucks flow really well. So with a boosted pump and the 88 millimeter pulley, which is basically 10 to 11 psi at like 7,300 RPMs, I might be able to get away with running E85. So that's very attractive to me as far as doing this. I don't want to do a fuel system right out of the gate. Of course, everybody wants more power. At some point I will, but I want to beef the rear end up. I want to beef the drive shaft up. You know, the things that I had problem with on Maximus. So I don't want to go down that road. So, you know, we're looking at 600 wheel roughly on 93 octane, maybe closer to 700 wheel with E85. If it has enough fuel for E85, I'm hoping it does with the booster pump. And this also comes with FIC 1000cc injectors, but this one came with the DW 95 pound injector, so roughly the same capacity. So that's a supercharger, And we got, what is this? I'm gonna put this down on the ground. This looks like the heat exchanger. Oh yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, and it's got the fans too. That's great. Oh, goodness, let me get a razor real quick and I'm gonna open this sucker up. Here we go. Got that. I'm gonna open this up and look at it. Ooh, that looks awesome. I think this is a double pass, not a triple pass. It doesn't look like the same size as my 13 heat exchanger, but it should be more than enough cooling capacity for this truck without me spinning it to 20 psi or whatever like that. So let's see what else we got in here. This box, and this is the other cool thing, VMP partnered with AFE and they developed a whole nother cold air intake for this thing, and it is a beast from the pictures that I saw. I haven't seen it up close, so let's see what it looks like. Holy cow, this thing is massive. I guess that's where the filter comes in, and that's the front part. Wow. That can flow something. Let me see what the tube looks like. I'm gonna try to put all this stuff back as I pull it out. Look at that. That's gotta be, I haven't put a caliper to that, but that's gotta be almost 6 inches ID inside that thing. I mean, if that doesn't flow enough for whatever amount of power you want to make, I don't know what will. That must be the lower valance that goes in the bumper down there for more flow, I guess. Oh, how cool. Came with the bumper license plate holder cover and some stickers. I like stickers. Got it on my beer fridge. And a bunch of seals and stuff like that. That's cool. Worm clamps, I absolutely despise them, but in this situation they're good. And some of the PCV QDs and stuff like that in the vacuum QDs. So I'll get all this put back in there. Put this down. And this is the box that has just about everything in it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, yeah, see, so it came with 95-pound injectors. Yep, instead of the thousands, which is, that's no big deal. Just a checklist of then a packaging checklist. Put that off to the side. The other checklist for everything that it came with. Okay. Okay, that's the dual relay heat exchanger harness for powering those fans. I put that in there. A mouse pad, that's cool, y'all. VMP, shout out, man. Y'all actually put a truck on there with the Mustang, even though we know who would win out of that, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, that's funny. I like that though. Thanks. It's really cool. Some more swag. Put that over here to the side. What else we got? There's the injectors. All right, cool, cool. Got the, guess the car. Oh, comes with the sticker and everything. That's awesome. Let's see what we got. Oh man, here we go. This is what else. I went with the stage 2 kit, and the stage 2 kit comes with just about everything. It comes with this 69mm throttle body, and Joe from VMP asked him a question during one of their live streams and asked him what this is good for, and they said it's good for up to about 850 wheel, which is about as much as I want to push the motor, or at least a stock motor without some pistons and rods. Golly, that thing is, wow. That thing is beautiful. That looks like a nightmare to keep clean, but that's a Haas. I mean, I got small hands, but you can look at that thing, man. I can almost put my whole hand in one of the ports. That'll flow good. So that's good. Put that off to the side. What else we got? Got some belts, looks like. Yeah, 722. That's the booster pump right there. Yeah, I think so. Really hard to open this up with one hand. Yeah, that thing that's pretty meaty. Wow. 18 volt output at 40 amps. And that is some heavy duty wire. That's probably 8 gauge wire. That's awesome. And now, I'm not a big fan of booster pumps, but in this situation with running E85 and in this thing being you know, kind of gives you more voltage on demand, I'm not really too concerned about it really ramping up the pump too much and wearing it out. Like I said, at some point I will do a fuel system, but I'm not in a big hurry to do that because it is a pretty good size investment. Not that this isn't, but it's just one more thing to add on. What else we got here? This is the fuel pump harness, I guess the pigtail to plug into it. That goes with the booster pump, sure. And then what else we got? They did a really good job of packaging all this stuff. I like it. This is the billet fuel rails. That's nice. That means I'll have plenty of headroom for upgrading down the road. The fuel rails won't be a limiting factor of flow. That's a FEAD bracket for the pulleys. That's pretty nice. What else we got here? That's the AC compressor pulley. You have to change the pulley because I think the pulley on the stock F-150s is a 4 rib and it goes to a 6 rib, so the whole 6 rib system will go all the way around the supercharger and everything else. I'm gonna put that over here not to lose it. What else we got? Look at this pulley. This is the baby pulley. Well, it's big, but it's the baby pulley, 88 millimeters. So that thing is probably 3.5 inches around. Probably bigger than that. But that's what we're going to be starting out on. 10 pounds of boost. Only 85 is going to be more than enough fun for me for a while. Put that in there. This thing's got everything. Like, it's pretty insane. What we got here? Hardware pack 1. This must be all the fasteners and stuff. I'm not going to bother opening that up. What I thought was pretty cool is this right here. This sucker's heavy. They include the a Mustang style harmonic balancer. So something about maybe the offset on the pulley or maybe the ribs or something like that. They want to include the Mustang one because it fits better. So that's probably why they include that. This looks like the fuel pump booster harness, the booster pump harness. Put that there. Heat exchanger bracket kit. It's gonna go with this. What else we got in here? I mean, this is crazy how much stuff this is with. And I sat there and I watched the VMP tutorial video just to kind of get an idea of how everything flows for building it. And it seems like it's not that bad. So we got, what is this? Okay, this is the heat exchanger pump for the coolant for that heat exchanger. So it's a Bosch pump, so that's good. Something similar to like they put on the GT500s and stuff. They come with a Gates hose cutter. That's awesome. I have my own, but that's cool for, you have to apparently cut the hoses for the heat exchanger on the front of the supercharger to set the length. So, and then terminate them and stuff like that. They got a big bag right here of all the different QDs and quick connects and custom. These are custom bend lines that go on the intake by the thermostat and everything. So, and they got, look, they don't have worm clamps. VMP, I like it a lot. So that's good. I don't like using worm clamps on anything. And then all the hoses, and they got pre-bent hoses that gates that, see, that's really smart. That way everything doesn't get kinked up. Everything's good. There's the reservoir for where the coolant goes, the high point to burp all the air out of the system, and that looks to be just about it. Guys, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I'm gonna try to make a timeline or a time lapse, I mean, of some of the install and do some breaks and try to explain as I'm doing it, kind of an install video, but not really, because you know, you can go to VMP's video to see everything laid out a lot better than me. But maybe I can give a couple of recommendations that they might see for help, but I'm sure that they know how everything goes. But super excited, guys. Got some more content coming at y'all. Gonna be doing some data logging. I got one last thing too. I got a 170 thermostat in there because apparently the 10R80 runs through the coolant loop. So if I can run the engine a little cooler, I keep the IATs down, plus I can keep the temperature of the transmission down. And then while I have this thing apart, I'm gonna be smart. I got 3 things that are good. Number 1, the oil pump gears. All right, this is boundary. This is the whole oil pump. It's already installed in there. I just got to slap it on, so that's good. Just take the other one off, put it on there. Then I have the crank sprocket. And then another small thing that some of you guys may be having an issue with too is on the 18 and 19s, there's a technical service bulletin for the a chirping sound at a really low, warm, hot idle. And you know, it goes like a beep, 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 beep kind of thing. So I went ahead and picked up some Boss tensioners to put, and that's what it is. It's the cam tensioners that go on the cams, and I could show you a picture right here. I'm sure y'all already know about it, but they're these guys. This is an 18 F-150 motor, so it's these guys right here. It's basically the pressure relief valve that's in there. It's causing it to make some kind of weird harmonic sound. So I'm gonna get that done. I know the video was long, guys, but I had a lot to talk about, and I just wanted to get y'all a good update and get some good content. And also one other thing too that I got just before I leave is this guy right here. So I bought some Ford bolts, a couple of them, to put the crank back on there, but I've had a lot of people tell me to use the crank saver, like the Kinetics crank saver bolts, but I got this with the washer and the lube and all that stuff, and the stud to pull the new crank back on there, so to save that. But anyways, man, more content to y'all. Hopefully I'll have some more stuff coming out. If y'all like the video, like, subscribe, and see if I got some more content. Y'all take it easy.